Welcome to our Thursday Parks Alliance Readalong. It's our last read-along of the week, and we're excited for everyone who had joined us throughout the week. Today's author is Chante Douglas, and we'll bring her on in just a few minutes. My name's Steve Taylor, and I'm happy to be your co-host here along with my colleague Lula. And Lula, what's happening? You had a pretty exciting read-along yesterday. Tell me more about that.
It was pretty awesome. We had the executive director of Friends of Wissahickon, and then also one of the co-founder of Let's Go Outdoors. So, which they do amazing work collaboratively, but also individually. So it was awesome to have both of them join us for that platform to talk about what the summer would look like, but also hopefully future events that they currently are working on. So yes, by myself, I did pretty good behind the scenes.
Great, you're amazing. I watched the whole thing, and it was awesome. And what a cool book! And Keisha had just a great reading style too. And I thought that was really impressive. And what a neat book too, with Philly Parks roots. So that's excellent. And tell us what has been going on at the Parks Alliance now. What do people need to know about?
So next Tuesday, I think it's May 26th, I believe. Yes, next Tuesday we have the budget hearing. So we have a letter on our website that you can, as an organization or as a group, you can co-sign, and it's asking city council members to fund our parks and recreation centers. So if you go to our website, which is philaparks.org, you'll see it on our front page. It takes less than a minute to sign it. Oh, it takes a little bit more than, because you have to read the letter. But once you read through the letter, please feel free to sign it and pass it to other RAC members and any groups that support Parks and Recreations. So just go to our website, read about it, but also you can learn more about our upcoming events that we have as well.
Awesome. And also, as always, we want to know where you're watching from. If you're in Philly, what neighborhood? And if you're outside of Philly, we want to know that too. We've had guests from all around the country. I mean, audience members from all around the country, as well as, of course, a dedicated following in Philadelphia. So let us know that. Also, use this opportunity to share the broadcast, because folks can jump in now and catch the rest of it live, or they can watch it at their convenience later on. So what else is going on? And how have you been?
I'm pretty good. You know, we were just talking about, we both forgot that Monday was a holiday that's coming up, because all of the days are starting to look alike. So I'm excited to just kind of be still maybe for a little bit and just get myself together and rest up a little bit more. And we're working on awesome things for the month of June from Parks Alliance. So stay tuned. We'll be sharing those soon. But today I'm super excited for our guest. She is a superwoman. We were having a conversation with her behind the scenes. She's a mom. She was able to publish her book this past year, and she has such a great story to share with us about raising her son, who has autism as well. So I'm not going to tell her story. I think we should bring her on.
That sounds great. Let's do that. Welcome.
Hi. Hello. I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. I'm super excited that you were able to join us today. And thank you, Gerald, for referring Chante. And I'm super excited for you to share your story. But before you start reading your book, tell us about the inspiration behind your book and what made you publish it.
Well, of course, the inspiration was my son. Matter of fact, I had started brainstorming about writing a book about my son, turning him into a superhero. And what really is going to sound kind of cliche, Black Panther and Into the Spider-Verse, two majors that kind of really inspired me, son, as far as a book that
oh no, we're having technical difficulties. So your computer is it's a little choppy, so I'm not sure. Can you hear me? I think we're back to normal now.
I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Okay. So once I started brainstorming as far as what I wanted to do, as far as the type of character I wanted to write, and how I wanted to really just empower my son and show autism, as I said, speech disorders aren't deficits. It really is just speaking about positivity with the book. So yeah, once we went to go see Enter the Spider-Verse, he's super obsessed with Spider-Man, and seeing Miles Morales, who's a brown kid that has a big curly fro, and he looks like my son. So I said, you know what, it's time to really create a character that I see every day. My child, I see all these other kids on this, you know, why don't we create some superheroes? So yeah, that's really where the inspiration came from.
How was his reaction when you published your book? I'm sure when you read it to him, I'm just curious.
Yeah, and someone else had that question when I published, and I was in the mail, and I opened it up and I said, Levi, look. And he's like, wow. And I'm like, who's that? So I had to kind of like, something like, that's Echo Boy, and that's you. He's like, that's me. I'm like, yeah, that's you. So of course I bust out crying, because this was a dream that I wanted to really, if I can give a gift to my child that, like, listen, your mom loves you 1000%. This is how I see you every single day. This is how I want the world to see you. So yeah, it was emotional. Now it's like,
that's incredible. So
Echo Boy and ABC Girl.
Yeah, yours. For some,
Can you hear me?
Yes and no. We're having some technical difficulties. You're going in and out for some reason, but you're fine now.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I don't want to hold up too much time, but I want to say you are a superwoman by yourself, and you're raising like a super son. So I can't wait to hear the story, that the book that you wrote. And I'm going to take myself off the screen, and I'm going to let you take over and read your book, and I'll be back.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I will be reading The Adventures of Echo Boy and ABC Girl, written by me and illustrated by a talented artist in Philly. His name is Reggie Byers, and I hope you enjoy it. This story begins with a boy, but not just any boy. His name is Levi, and when he uses his magic fidget spinner, he transforms into. All began. One day, he and his best friend Jasmine decided to go play at the playground. Jasmine really likes hanging out with Levi because they seem to understand each other, a real special connection. The reason is because they both have a disorder that impairs the ability to communicate and interact. Communication with Levi can be tricky sometimes because he has a speech disorder called echolalia. Echolalia is a repetitive speech like As they arrive to the playground, Jazz finds a crayon that catches. As she leans down to grab a blink of an eye, she instantly transforms into ABC Girl. Levi didn't really pay any attention to what was going on with Jasmine. He was too busy swinging on the swings. After he was done, he decided to get on a big twisting slide. And that's ABC. Second favorite. As he was climbing the steps, he found a fidget spinner. He immediately picked it up and spun it 6 times. All of a sudden, he transformed into Echo Boy. Wow, my superpowers, exclaimed Levi as he touched his cape. He goes to find Jasmine and finds a girl dressed up like she's wearing a mask. Jasmine? Levi asked. Hi, Levi. Isn't this the coolest thing ever? Said Jasmine. Coolest thing ever, said Levi. So then there's Echo Boy. Wow, Levi, even your shoes light up. It's blue, haha, laughed Levi. Levi starts running around the playground because he loves the sound of the wind hitting his cape. Meanwhile, Jasmine practices using her sparkle magic crayon. She writes the letter A, and poof, an apple appears. Apple, said Levi. Jasmine is amazed she can create anything by using the alphabet. She writes the letter. Poof, bubbles appear. Bubbles, screamed Levi. He loves the way bubbles feel on his hands and face. As Levi and Jasmine are playing with the bubbles, they notice a little boy sitting by himself on the park bench. In the blink of they change back to regular clothes. Jasmine walks over to the boy and notices he had been crying. What's wrong? Asked Jasmine. There's a kid in my class who makes fun of me because I wear my headphones and because I have autism. Every time I walk by him and his friends, they laugh at me, push me, and call me weirdo. That's terrible, said Jasmine. Levi walks over to the boy and gives him a hug. Oh, what's wrong? Don't cry. It's okay. Jasmine turned to the little boy and said, we want to show you something. Jasmine took her magic glitter crayon and wrote ABC, and poof, she turned into ABC girl. Levi, asked Jasmine. Levi didn't respond. No. Jasmine drew the letter F and made a picture of a fidget spinner. Oh, said Levi and pulled out his fidget spinner from his pocket. He started spinning it and poof, he turned into Echo Boy. Wow, you both are superheroes, said the boy. Yes, we are, said Jasmine. Yes, we are, said Levi. I think it's time we talk to the bully and try to put an end to this, said Jasmine. I'm not so sure about that, said the boy. These kids are bigger than me and don't like me because I'm different. Well, my mom always told me that kids maybe don't understand. Let's about this, said Jasmine. Yay, let's do it, said Levi. The following day, the little boy saw his bullies at school and waited for the teasing. I really hate coming to school, mumbled the boy. Hey, Michael, repeated Levi. Wait for us, said Jasmine. Suddenly, for the first time in months, Michael didn't feel anxious or scared about going to school. He had the biggest smile on his face. As they were walking to the schoolyard to line up, one of the bullies approached Michael. Levi, Jasmine. Hey, so you were on again, bully? Michael started getting upset and took out his fidget spinner to help with his anxiety. What is that? Said the bully and slapped it out of his hand. Jasmine walked up to the bully and looked up at him and asked, why do you like being mean to him? Because he acts different and wears those headphones and he's not even listening to music. So my girl Jasmine and Levi and Michael. Well, my mom always said, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Yeah, be nice, said Levi. Michael has autism, and even though he may see the world in a different way, that doesn't make him weird, Jasmine. What? Said the bully. The bell started to ring. Time for school, said Levi. Michael, how about you sit with me and Levi during lunch? Meet us by the cafeteria doors at 12:30, said Jasmine. That sounds great, said Michael. All three kids had a pretty busy morning. Levi had speech therapy, Jasmine had an occupational therapy session, and Michael was working on a project for the annual Future Leaders Science Fair. 12:30 came and Michael was waiting patiently at the cafeteria door for Levi and Jasmine. Michael was playing with his fidget spinner when he looked up and saw the bully standing in front of him. The bully pushed Michael to the ground and started laughing at him. Leave me alone, yelled Michael. Meanwhile, Jasmine was helping Levi find his favorite toy car or else he was going to have a difficult time adjusting during lunchtime. They found the toy car and walked down the hallway and saw Michael crying on the floor. Standing in front of him was the bully and he had dumped out his bag. He chocolate milk. Michael. Jasmine pulled Levi aside and said, we need to help our friend. Help our friend? Asked Levi. Yes, said Jasmine. She took out her magic glitter crayon and drew the letter F and made a picture of a fidget spinner. She showed Levi and immediately took his fidget spinner. He immediately his fidget spinner 6 times and turned into a boy. Jasmine wrote ABC and turned into ABC Girl. Okay, let's go help Michael and talk to this bully, said Jasmine. Echo Boy and ABC Girl approached the bully, and Jasmine said, hey, stop bullying Michael. Oh, yeah, and what are you going to do about it, said the bully. So there's ABC Girl and Echo Boy going to help Michael. Illustrations of the book. Jasmine wrote the letter A, and the word acceptance appeared. This word means to acknowledge and understand another person for their differences. We can be friends, said Levi. Bullying doesn't make you better than Michael, said Jasmine. Levi looked into the bully's eyes and said, he's sad. Levi started spinning to comments. Love is, what are you talking about, said the bully. You are sad. You are so sad. Levi kept repeating it over and over as he is clapping his hands. So there's ABC Girl showing the bully acceptance. And just shout out for trading about when I was writing this story, but I really wanted to show on this page of how kids on the spectrum are extremely empathetic. So I wanted to kind of translate that into a superpower that Echo Boy, if he touches you, he can sense what you're feeling and also what you're thinking. So this is where they realize that the reason the little boy is so angry and acting out is because of what he's thinking about with his parents, and they're going through, some difficulties with their marriage. Your parents got a divorce a year ago and your dad moved to another city. The bully was shocked that she knew that. He finally opened up and started crying. Yeah, my parents got a divorce last year and my dad moved away. I miss him so much. I didn't handle myself making fun of Michael bully. Your dad to me, he stopped loving you. Bullying Michael isn't going to make the situation any better, said Jasmine. Michael is an awesome kid and just wants to make friends, but ever since you started bullying him, he hates coming to school. Oh man, I'm really sorry for. Can you forgive me? Asked the bully. Michael smiled and said, yes, I forgive you. What's your name? Asked Levi. My name is Brandon. Nice to meet you, Brandon, said Levi, Jasmine, and Michael. Hey, Michael, I'm going to buy you lunch today since I took yours, Brandon said. That would be awesome, said Michael. Brandon, do you with us in the cafeteria? Asked Jasmine. Yeah, that would be great, said Brandon. With a snap of the fingers, Echo Boy and ABC Girl turned back into Jasmine and Levi. I want a hot dog, said Levi as he did a little happy dance. The rest and walked into the cafeteria together as friends. The end. And I want y'all to really meet real Echo Boy. You want to say here? Want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Wave to everybody. Say hi.
Hi. Hi, Levi. We heard so much about you. He's like, sure. Who are you? That was a wonderful story. Thank you so much for sharing that. And can I just say that you said it took you a good 5 months to put the story together and I think publish it. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And you put
and publish it.
Yeah, that was a very lengthy information and like story exchange, and that's incredible. So you definitely should be proud of yourself.
Thank you so much.
So who's Levi's favorite character? I assume. I just wonder.
Who's your favorite Echo Boy?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, mm-hmm.
Of course, I just had to ask. Of course. So for people who support you and wants to purchase the book, where can they go to buy the book?
On Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I am working on 2 more books. So there's going to be a solo book for ABC Girl and a solo book for Echo Boy. So I'm always posting updates on all of my social media sites. So, and always send me a message because I'm very social on social media.
Yeah, so we have Our social media, if you see it down Instagram, down the banner is just scrolling down. And Chante, I'm going to encourage you to go back to the comment section and put your social media handle so people can find you that way. We have Gerald Jackson who commented saying, "Such a great story. There is each and every one of us. Continue to shine bright and share with the world. Go Levi and Jasmine." Oh, that was so sweet.
Oh, thanks, Gerald. Appreciate it.
That was very sweet. So, again, thank you so much, Chante, for taking time. And Levi, it's such a pleasure to meet you. We love the story about you. And if you want to contact Chante, please feel free to reach out to her at any platform. There's a Facebook, there's Instagram, Twitter, and also if you want to purchase her book, the link is in the comment section. So feel free to click on it; it will take you straight to her book. You are more than welcome to come back and read your other book when you publish it, or whatever you want to come back and read. Yeah, you are more than welcome to come back and do that.
We're excited to see how the two characters develop their own stories in the next book, so that should be exciting.
Yes, yeah. I do have a big project coming in 2021. I've added 3 more characters, so now there's a team of kids with special abilities, and there's a villain.
Ooh.
That one's gonna all these kids represent different I don't even want to say struggles, their own special abilities in their own way, and just to empower kids that, you know, being different doesn't mean you're less than anyone else. So yeah, I'm excited.
I agree. That's such a special message. Just because you are different doesn't make you are less than. I love that. That's a powerful statement. Well, everyone, so Steve, do we have Meditation Monday or
Meditation Monday? Well, you know what? Let's take the week off. We'll play a greatest hit. We'll play our very first guest. We'll run his one again, just because that he let us off, and that he did not. Certainly with our meditations, like with these books, there's something you can listen to over and over again and learn different things from every time. So let's go ahead and we'll just do just so people can come here, check in at 8 a.m. every Monday if they need that. But we're just going to use one that we already produced before to get everyone that Monday off.
Perfect, because Monday's a holiday, and I hope everyone gets to rest and maybe social distance and eat some cookout food while you're at it. But if you are more than welcome to come back to our Facebook page. This is recorded, so if you just came to at the end, please feel free to rewatch it again and reshare it whenever you like, and it will also live on our YouTube page as well. Chante, Levi, it was a pleasure chatting with you two, learning about the superheroes that was inspired by Levi, and whenever you want to come back, please come back to us.
Yes, I would love to. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Bye. Bye, Levi. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.